One way to know something about this church is to see that we give away our cash collection that's non-pledged funds to an organization that is doing good works in the community, that's expressing our values as we see them, and is connected to member or members of the church. And today we welcome John Seibert from CitySquare. John, come forward. If you're going to write a check to CitySquare, please write it to the church. Put CitySquare in the memo line. John, welcome.
It is a privilege to be with you today. Some of you may know about the scope of work at CitySquare. Some of you may not. Time does not permit me to tell you about the scope of our work. We do so much in the fight against poverty. But our mission statement gives you a hint. We fight both the causes and effects of poverty through service, multiple programs that serve our neighbors. We don't have clients at CitySquare, we have neighbors. So through service, through advocacy, giving a voice for our neighbors in the fight against poverty, and through friendship. And I just wanted to tell you a brief story about the importance of friendship in our work. At spring break, my family and I took a trip up to Nashville to see family. And as we were getting ready to head back, I got a text message from a good friend and a former colleague asking me of a good place to take his wife for an anniversary dinner. They were headed down to Fair Park to see a show, and he wanted to know of a good restaurant in the area. And so I recommended one of my favorite spots in Deep Ellum, Cane Rosso. And I told him how great the pizza is. I told him what to order. I even told him about this off-menu dessert pizza. So about the time my trusty minivan crossed from Arkansas back into Texas on our way home from Nashville, I start getting text messages from my friend. They are at Cane Rosso. It is euphoric, jubilant texts about how great the food is. But then he also tells me, oh, by the way, as we parked to go to the restaurant, this homeless guy came up to us. And he asked us for money. And he said, I gave him a little bit of money, and then I said, you might want to talk to the folks at CitySquare. And he said, the homeless man said, CitySquare? I know CitySquare. Larry loves me. So I asked more about the guy, and sure enough, that is a homeless guy that Larry James, our CEO, definitely does love. It was his good friend Joe Wesson. And he's known Joe for years. Joe's a leader on the streets. So Joe looked at my friend and said, well, now that you know Larry loves me, how about you give me a little bit more? Our vision that we believe is God's vision for the world at CitySquare is the day when Joe Wesson doesn't ask for scraps on the street, but he pulls up a chair at Cane Rosso and joins in the feast. Today you can help us make that vision come true. Thank you.